Hello everybody, Hebros77 here for Hebros Toy Reviews, and today on Hebros Toy Reviews we'll be talking about the Batman movie action figures. Specifically today we will be talking about Batman plus Lieutenant Gordon on today's Hebros Toy Reviews. Hebros77 here, and welcome to a brand new YouTube channel. This is Hebros Toy Reviews. But this is the 1983 Jump Jetpack. I just broke his crotch. What do you think about her? I was playing tennis with
This is games. This is the owner, Daniel.
Hello and welcome to Hebros Toy Reviews, and today we talk about Batman figures and that of the like. But today, more specifically, we will be talking about the Batman movie merchandise, Batman plus Lieutenant Gordon movie merchandise here. And we're talking about, I don't know if this is a Target exclusive or Walmart or whatever. I believe you can get this just about anywhere. But first let me show you the box and some of the stuff that it comes with. You of course got your police car, Lieutenant Gordon, and of course the Batman. So let's go over to our usual spot and we will talk about these action figures. Today we're talking about Robert Patterson's The Batman action figure collection, and I have this, I got at Target, Batman plus Lieutenant Gordon. And you have the Lieutenant Gordon action figure in there with the Batman figure, and he comes with several gadgets here and the police car, in which we will be taking these out of the box momentarily. But first, let's look at the back of the box. There isn't much on the back of the box in terms of card art or cross sells to talk about like most action figure lines. It is just simply what is in this package, what you get. And of course over here it shows you the height of the figures and how to use the vehicles. And I'm really kind of disappointed that this car did not include doors that actually open, and the way you put them in there, as it shows on the box, is you lift this plastic little lid and you put the action figures in there. But now that we talked about the box and the contents that are in the box, let's look at the action figures themselves. Already out of the box, I can tell you these are the most least impressive Batman action figures I've ever seen in my life, and the accessories that comes with them makes absolutely no sense. There is a curved blade. When did Batman ever use that? Here is a armored chest plate, which doesn't even fit on the figure. Well, it sort of fits, but why is this included? He already has his armored chest plate with him. It would make sense if he was like a changeable Batman to Bruce Wayne, which he is not. The other ones, this one, the Batarangs, those are okay. This one makes no sense. There's no gimmick. This doesn't pop out. There's no string. And why have that one? And why have that one if you got this one? This is just a grappling hook without the hook. It's useless. And I had one other thing that popped out of the box. First of all, these weapons and accessories were really hard to get out of this packaging. So yeah, that sucked. And I've already lost a piece. Don't know where that went. Don't care. So this cape is like the thinnest, cheapest material I've ever seen in my life. The action figures themselves are very generic. They're cheap pieces of plastic, barely articulate. You cannot move them very well at all. They're cheaper than even the 3/4 inch G.I. Joes. And even the G.I. Joes have some stability to them. The G.I. Joes are actually made way better. So there's really not much to say about that. This Lieutenant Gordon looks like something out of DC Superpowers from years ago, color-wise. His parts are barely movable. Look at that. Well, you can get him to sit down, though. I mean, there are bendable joints. You can bend their knees somewhat. There is some articulation there. But as you can see, really not a whole lot you could do. And as far as durability goes, I don't see these things lasting no more than 10 to 15 years before they start breaking or popping off or, you know, whatnot have you. They are, like I said, cheaply made. This cape ain't gonna last no more than a few days, let's be honest. And let's take a look now at the car. There doesn't appear to be any gimmicks. The lights don't actually work. They're just painted on. You have extremely painted windows. So even when the figures are in the car, you can't see them. The doors don't open. They're painted on. And here's how you get the figures in the car. So you pop the entire roof. This comes open. And the figures then sit inside the car, like so. Let's see if we can get Batman in there. His cape hinders him a bit. They do fit in the car quite nicely. And his weapons are supposed to go in the trunk a certain way, but I don't have patience to sit them in there that way. So you just kind of place them in there like so. And then of course, then you close the lid. And you can't see, well, you can barely see the figures are in there. So again, what is the point? This feature, you might as well have the car with nothing, no way to put them in there. Because even when they are in there, you can't tell that they're in there. Unless you get like really close. So as a little kid playing with this toy, really what is the point? You can't see your guys in there. We'll say this, it does say Gotham City Police on the side, and I do appreciate that. And I do believe this is one of the very first Gotham City Police cars that we actually got from a movie. So that's kind of cool as well. I just wish they would have given the lights some kind of function, or at the very least, had them be sort of like a clear plastic like they do with all other police cars. The way you put the action figures in there is stupid and just, I don't know. I don't like it. I really don't like it. And it's all cheap plastic that you can get at the friggin' dollar store or Dollar Tree. In fact, that's where these should have been sold. Dollar Tree. Now, I will say this. The figures do kind of resemble the movie characters. And there is a lot of playability to them, I guess. It's just, where is the imagination? The gadgets have no gimmicks whatsoever. I mean, you look at the 1980s or I should say 1990s Batman figures. I mean, you had all kinds of different Batman. You had, Iceberg Batman. You had, Glacier Batman. You had Scuba Diving Batman. You had Arctic Freeze Batman. You had even the shitty Batman and Robin action figure line. The movie was shitty, but they had really cool toys. These toys just suck. There's no really good gimmicks, and Batman doesn't have any really cool gadgets. His cape is absolute shit. And the size of the figures, you might as well be buying Mattel's multiverse line. That's a way to make a Batman figure of this size. The cape in the multiverse line is actually cloth. This is like... These are even worse than Batman versus Superman. Remember when those toys first came out? Horrible. Horrible toys, horrible quality. I highly recommend you not get these. If you do, get maybe like the smaller ones. Now, I got the Penguin one, and I will be talking about him next week. But I mean, just look at him. He looks cool. He looks like a gangster that Batman would actually fight. Now, does he have any cool, like, umbrella sort of gadgets? No. But he's not supposed to. Batman's the one supposed to have all the cool gadgets that sort of do things. I do imagine that, like, the Penguin, all versions of the Penguin never had an umbrella that actually did stuff. And that kind of sucks. But anyway, we're not here talking about the Penguin. We're talking about this box set that cost about $20. And it all looks good and friendly on the outside, but once you get it out and you start looking at it, it's crap. It's just cheap dollar store garbage. So I'm sorry. I'm going to have to give this a rating of low tier. This is a really low tier toy. Now, you would think that a movie such as The Batman, and as good as it is, could afford to give us good quality toys. I mean, I'm sure there's probably another line, like maybe the 12-inch line or whatever, is probably better. But this is just cheap, dollar store, plastic, bottom line. I do not recommend getting this toy. If you have already started a Batman collection of this sort, then fine. But yeah, just cheap garbage. There you have it. That does it for this review. And I'll have more reviews coming for you in the future. In fact, just 1 second here. I don't know that if I talked about the Penguin from the movie, the Batman movie, but it's definitely long overdue. And we will be talking about that next week on Hebro's Toy Reviews. So until next time, please just remember, knowing isn't just half the battle, it's the whole damn war. See you next time.
Battle against crime never ends, and now you can bring the action home.
Batman, haha, you missed. Yeah, but I only missed once. You can't escape, Joker. Just watch if you can. You won't be alone for long.
And in the Batcave,
no criminal can hide from Batman. Batman, gotta run to jail.
Each item sold separately from Sharon Toy.
Batman's turbo-powered Batmobile flies into high gear.
I'm out of here.
In a flash, it's a high-powered Bat missile.
Perfect getaway.
It's Rocket Blast Batman!
Rockets screaming, lasers firing.
Happy landings, Catwoman!
Batman returns.